welcome to another episode of Cooking with Craig. Today, you might think, well, why are you over in the corner of your kitchen? Because today, we're going to be doing most of our work on the stove. And it's just easier over here. Wanted to make it a little bit different, so we're over here today. But you're thinking, what are you going to be cooking? Well, everybody's favourite comfort food. Macaroni and cheese with Craig's twist. So it'll be macaroni and cheese with a little bit of bacon. That's right, a little bit of bacon. Now, I could go down the road of getting the box of Kraft blue macaroni and cheese from the supermarket and everybody will go, tastes like macaroni and cheese. But I don't like doing things too much out of the box. I like to try and think outside of the box, or the square, as such. And today, I'm not making my own macaroni. That's something that I'm not that good at making pasta at all. So, I go on down to the supermarket and grabbed my macaroni. So we've got macaroni, flour, butter, milk, and 2 types of cheese. The bacon I'll fry off last and dice up and sprinkle on top. Alright, let's get down to the stove. So as you can see, one pot empty. So let's get this thing ignited. There we go. I'm going to cook our pasta off first. Now, I'm not going to cook all of this pasta, so I'm only going to put about 250 grams or half the bag. About half the bag. With some boiled water that I prepared a little bit earlier. Go. Bring that to the boil and cook it for about 10 minutes, maybe 15. We'll come back then. Alrighty, so that's been bubbling away for almost 10 minutes now. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this aside. So, pasta will still keep cooking in the hot water, but it won't be on heat anymore. Because we're going to start on the cheesy sauce part. Now with our hot plate here, we're going to put on some bacon. And we're going to cook our sauce off. Alright, so let's get the bacon part going. So I've got some bacon here, so just some normal middle rash bacon that I've chopped up. And then we'll dice that down when it's finished being cooked. Okay, so let's get on to our cheese sauce here. So like that nicer. Perfect. Alright, so half a cup of melted butter, half a cup of plain flour, my whisk. What we're going to do here is we've got to cook the flour off. So we're going to whisk this in. Cook that down a little bit, so that the flour doesn't have that floury taste to it. So what we're doing here is just cooking it off. Making sure to keep stirring this so it doesn't burn on the bottom, because all it is butter and flour. Alright, as you can see, this is sort of cooked the flour now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a cup of milk, but not all at once, bit by bit. So I'll add about half of it, whisk it, there we go, so it does that, more, whisk it again, so it comes to that consistency again. Another half a cup. Again, keep whisking it. Until it's smooth and thick. Okay, the best part about having a bar mix is having a bar mix. Keep giving this a, so as you can see it's thickened up. That's what we want, so we'll turn this off. And actually turn our bacon. Now usually I do handfuls at a time, but just so that I got the recipe right for you guys, I'm going to measure it out. So there's a cup of grated light cheese. Use a spoon to mix this up. Now what we're doing here is we're going to mix it until all the cheese melts. Still a little bit lumpy because of the cheese, so we're almost there. So it's got to that consistency. That's exactly where we want it. Alright, the last stage is my favourite. Some of this used to be called craft cheese, but it's not called craft cheese anymore. It's called bigger cheddar cream cheese. Alright. Now, just to stir this in. Go. That's done. Alright, let's move it to the middle bench now. Alright, so now we've got all our ingredients over here. First we need to strain our pasta off. As you can see, it's all nice and plump. So let's drain this off. Alright, there we go. Nicely drained off. Okay, next is we need to pour our cheese over our macaroni. Alright, so with the extra water that's still left inside the pasta, we did drain it off, but there's always going to be a little bit of residual water. That'll all help mix that all the way through like that. And the last bit is to dish this up. Ooey gooey cheesy macaroni. And to top it off, let's grab some of our bacon, cut it into strips. And there you have it, macaroni and cheese topped with bacon. This has been a Cooking with Craig segment of homemade macaroni and cheese with bacon. If you've seen anything you like in this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget any comments, questions, or things I can be doing better in these videos. Make sure you leave it in the comments field below on YouTube. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, I don't know why you haven't hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Get notified when I do these. Cooking with Craig segments, daily vlogs, card maintenance, urban explorer, what's in the box, checkout baskets. You name it, I film it, it ends up on YouTube. So, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, see you in the next video.